Hi guys and welcome to Razon.com. This is Mohit Soni. What you're looking at is the 2024 Kawasaki Z900 that we've ridden over the week. The last time when we rode the Z900 was almost 3 years ago, and we are here to see what the changes are, because changes are bare minimum, and I'm going to keep it as quick and as brief as possible. In terms of design, what you can see is the new LED headlamp with LED DRLs. As you can see, it looks new and distinct and quite good indeed. As always, Kawasaki really knows how to do headlights, and they've been doing that quite well. This is no exception as well. You get LED turn indicators on both sides, and of course the premium superbike look that the Z900 is known for. Nice big muscular tank. You've got a very well chiseled out bikini fairing, and side profile very naked, very good looking, and you've got a big fat exhaust as well. Very circular and very round looking alloy wheels, which have sort of the star design in them. Let me just show you from this side. Yeah, and the step seat, the huge tank from the rider's perspective looks quite good, and the same switch gear, adjustable levers on both ends. And what you get completely new is this new instrument cluster, which is seen in the previous bikes as well. Finally makes its way to the from the Ninja 650 to the Z900. The switch gear is of course the same. To select, you go into sport, right now sport mode. If I keep it pressed, if I go lower and keep it pressed, it will go into road mode. Do that again, it will go into rain mode. So that's how you switch modes. And most of the time, if you just keep on scrolling, you can see all the fuel efficiency parameters: battery, odo, real-time fuel economy, average fuel economy, trip, engine heating, which despite being very hot, it's just 103 degrees, which is brilliant. It's 3 o'clock in Pune in the afternoon, and we've been riding in traffic, and so we can say that heat management is already quite good. You get adjustable suspension at the front, only on this side, which should make things much more easier. I'll explain how it rides when we are riding. And yeah, that's what the bike is all about. You've already seen this shape, already seen it for quite some time. You've seen it in multiple colors. Last time when we reviewed it, we saw it in the red and grey scheme, which looked quite great. So there's a bit of grey and black here this time, with a hint of green as always. And I think this color will also do quite well. It should do a lot better than the previous colors, which have been entirely green, or other colors that have been too busy or something like that. Apart from that, we're happy to see the new instrument cluster. I think that's what the bike is all about, in terms of the way it looks and what it provides. The new instrument cluster of course gives you connectivity features as well, which we've explained time and again. You can go through the Rideology app and see a lot of details about the bike, which will make things better. Let's see how it rides now. So what is the Kawasaki Z900 like to ride? Well, this is the same 948cc motor making 125 PS of power, 98.6 Nm of torque, mated to a 6-speed gearbox, which isn't that smooth. The engine also this time in the BS6 phase 2 avatar tuning isn't that smooth. There are vibrations in this engine as well. They start from around 6000 RPM and go all the way till redline. While the mid-range vibrations are very strong, the low end and top end vibrations are not that big. And at the same time, we feel that the throttle response isn't that accurate. When you open the throttle, even in rain mode, sport mode, or any other mode, you realize that there is a gap between when you ask for it and when you get it from the engine. I think this is a very age-old problem. Used to be in previous bikes, in certain bikes where the fueling wasn't right. So this problem is seen here as well. The fueling inspect at lower end also feels sort of jittery, and the on-off throttle is not that very impressive, at least to begin with. So this is also an issue with the fueling that we faced while riding this motorcycle. Thirdly, like I said, the engine, the gearbox is also not that smooth. The engine is also not that smooth. At the same time, the intake note and exhaust note is also quite muted and muffled, so it isn't as loud as it used to be. Neither it sounds really nice how it did back in the day. All of the strong core qualities of the Z900 have been tamed down by a good 30-40%, and that is very surprising considering the fact that you don't expect all of this from Kawasaki. And at the same time, the handling also, with the 212 kg of weight, which is a big difference from the 2017 model. In the 2019, feels something like is easier to live with than before. The turn-in also feels quite nice. It is continues to be turns much earlier than you expect it to do. So that is also an aspect that we said in the 2019 review that continues to be seen in the 2024 unit as well. But the only point where the Z900 excels is where it is very easy to ride for a newbie rider. Even me jumping from my everyday 400cc motorcycle jumping to this 900cc makes me realize that I can pilot this motorcycle around quite well. The short wheelbase makes a lot of sense. It is good in the city. It is, a direct in terms of response. The brakes feel just about okay. The tires, as always, from Kawasaki are not that confidence inspiring. To start pushing it, they take a lot of time to warm up, and when they do, they're not really that impressive, and they can be more stickier. For a bike that has been heavily updated, the updates have not gone in the right direction. I feel that there could have been much more offered with this motorcycle, and in terms of how the updates have been done, it continues to be what it was, but it isn't as exciting as before, and there are certain flaws that need to be fixed. I'm sure most of it can be solved while using premium fuel, because for our short period of testing we had regular fuel inside the motorcycle. I think premium 95 octane 97 octane can solve a lot of these issues quite immediately, but we'll try and do that for you and let you know about it. But then again, not everywhere you can get this fuel, and not every time when you go out you can get this fuel. You might end up encountering these problems, and you can only expect a mild change if you change the octane. Apart from that, you will have to live with these certain issues on the motorcycle. We thoroughly tested every other aspect of the motorcycle and found that it isn't what it used to be, and this is something that is concerning, because Kawasaki's most popular selling motorcycle has always been the Z800, and then the Z900 came and replaced it. While it was quite good back in 2017 and 2019, the 2023-2024 model that we're testing definitely needs a little bit of tuning from Kawasaki. In terms of suspension, it definitely feels good. It is adjustable. You now have traction control. You now have rider modes. It does make a lot of sense now to get this, because these features were missing in the bike, and now they've made it to the bike, which makes it on par with certain of its rivals. But it's lost the excitement, it's lost the character to a large extent, and that is something that Kawasaki needs to fix. You can take a test ride and find out what you feel of this bike and get back to us as well on this. And if you own a Z900, you should definitely get in touch with us to tell us what your feedback is on the certain aspects of the engine that we've seen in this bike. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. Follow us on social media and everyday website and social media websites, and our website for everyday updates. Until then, goodbye.